Many people believe that a steaming bowl of oatmeal represents one of the absolute healthiest breakfast options available, and in numerous respects, they are completely correct. However, there is one critical fact that the vast majority of people over 60 never realize. Once you reach the age of 60 and beyond, your arteries naturally start to stiffen and harden, and the very thing you choose to mix into that oatmeal can literally mean the difference between keeping those arteries flexible, smooth, and open for many more years, or slowly, silently allowing them to clog and narrow over time. Oatmeal by itself is a truly wonderful foundation, yet on its own it simply does not possess enough power to fight decades of accumulated plaque or to repair older blood vessels that have already been weakened and damaged by the passing years. That is precisely why, in this presentation, you are going to discover 5 remarkably powerful, entirely natural ingredients you can stir into your morning oatmeal, foods that actively help sweep away excess cholesterol, dramatically boost circulation throughout your body, and keep your heart beating strong and steady. Please make sure to watch all the way to the very end because the number one ingredient is the most surprising of all, and it is the one that can begin to noticeably improve your blood flow in as little as a few days. So, before we go any further, please let us know in the comments section how old you are right now, where in the world you are watching from, and how your health has been feeling lately. Now, let's start with number 5, cinnamon. Most people view cinnamon as nothing more than a pleasant flavoring to sprinkle over their oatmeal. But after the age of 60, this commonplace spice quietly becomes one of the strongest protectors your arteries have against one of the most overlooked causes of stiffness and plaque buildup, damage caused by sugar. Every single time you eat breakfast, your blood sugar level naturally rises. But as you grow older, your body becomes far less efficient at managing and bringing down those spikes, especially if you've spent many years consuming processed foods or refined carbohydrates. When excess sugar remains circulating in your bloodstream for too long, it chemically reacts with the proteins inside your artery walls, forming sticky, harmful compounds that cause the vessel walls to become rigid and inflamed. Scientists refer to this damaging process as glycation, and it is a major hidden driver behind the aging of arteries. Cinnamon functions like a gentle, natural blood sugar regulator. It slows the speed at which carbohydrates are broken down into sugar, thereby helping your body avoid sharp, dangerous spikes and instead maintain calmer, steadier blood sugar levels. In simple terms, it keeps everything in your bloodstream peaceful and balanced. Studies clearly show that regular use of cinnamon can lower fasting blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity by as much as 24%. When your blood sugar remains stable, your arteries are able to stay smoother and far more flexible. But the protective benefits do not stop there. Cinnamon is also loaded with polyphenol, powerful antioxidants that shield your blood vessels from inflammation and free radical damage. It is almost like giving your arteries a warm, soothing, protective massage every single morning. Seniors who begin adding cinnamon to their daily routine often notice more stable energy throughout the day, clearer mental focus, and far fewer midday energy crashes. And if you're going to use it regularly, always choose Ceylon cinnamon, also known as true cinnamon. It has a milder, more delicate taste and contains far less coumarin, a natural compound that, when consumed in extremely large amounts, can place unnecessary stress on the liver. Start with half a teaspoon sprinkled over your oatmeal after it has finished cooking. Adding it afterward preserves its delicate essential oils and beautiful aroma. It is truly amazing how something as small and simple as a common spice can completely transform not only the flavor of your breakfast, but also the long-term health and youthfulness of your heart and arteries. Cinnamon does not just make your oats taste better. It actively helps your arteries stay young. Now let's move on to number 4, extra virgin olive oil. This is one addition that most people would never expect. A drizzle of olive oil on oatmeal may sound unusual or even strange at first, but this one simple habit can work absolute wonders for your arteries after the age of 60. Extra virgin olive oil, frequently referred to as liquid gold, is absolutely packed with polyphenol, natural compounds that reduce inflammation, prevent artery walls from hardening, and support healthy, unimpeded blood flow. As we continue to age, these polyphenol become even more critically important because they help restore the smooth, soft, flexible texture that your blood vessels once had naturally. In several very large, long-term studies, Individuals who consume just 1 to 2 tablespoons of true extra virgin olive oil every day experience significant drops in LDL cholesterol, the harmful type that contributes directly to plaque buildup. Their blood pressure improved noticeably, their arteries became far more elastic, and their overall risk of heart disease fell by as much as 30%. But for seniors, these improvements are not simply numbers on a medical chart. They are real changes you can actually feel in daily life. Many older adults report warmer hands and feet, less heaviness and bloating after meals, a steadier and calmer heart rhythm, and noticeably sharper mental focus throughout the entire day. All of these improvements are clear signs that better circulation is now taking place inside the body. However, the real secret behind olive oil that most people never expect is this. It does not only help your arteries on its own, it actually enhances and magnifies the beneficial nutrients from every other ingredient in your oatmeal bowl. That means each spoonful of your breakfast becomes dramatically more effective for protecting and healing your heart. To receive the full benefit, always choose extra virgin olive oil that is cold-pressed and completely unrefined. Avoid light or blended versions because they have been heavily processed and stripped of most of their natural polyphenol. And just as important, never cook the olive oil or heat it. High heat destroys the very beneficial compounds you are trying to obtain. Instead, simply drizzle about 1 teaspoon over your cooked oatmeal right before you eat it. The smooth, subtle richness it adds instantly transforms your breakfast into a deeply nourishing, almost medicinal meal. Every single drop works quietly inside your body, keeping your arteries more supple and resilient, strengthening overall circulation, and protecting your heart one peaceful morning at a time. Now let's move on to number 3, blueberries. These tiny blue fruits may appear simple and unassuming, but they are among the most powerful foods you can possibly eat for aging arteries. Their gorgeous deep blue color is not just visually appealing. It is a clear signal of the presence of anthocyanins, some of the most potent antioxidants that nature provides. As we continue to age, our arteries face ever-increasing stress and damage from unstable molecules known as free radicals. These free radicals attack and damage the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, making them rough, stiff, and inflamed, the perfect environment for plaque to begin forming and sticking. Blueberries function like a highly efficient cleanup crew. They neutralize those dangerous free radicals before any real harm can be done, protecting your arteries from the inside out and helping them remain smooth, slick, and flexible. One major study published in the Journal of Nutrition discovered that adults who ate 1 cup of blueberries every single day experienced major, measurable improvements in arterial flexibility and overall blood flow within weeks. Another study found that blueberries help increase levels of nitric oxide, a crucial compound that signals your blood vessels to relax and open wider, thereby improving circulation, lowering blood pressure, and enhancing oxygen delivery to every part of your entire body. For seniors, these effects translate into real, tangible, everyday benefits: warmer extremities, a more stable heart rate, and noticeably better stamina during walks, household chores, or light exercise. When adding blueberries to your oatmeal, use approximately half a cup, either fresh or frozen. Frozen berries are every bit as nutritious because they are picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen immediately, locking in all their powerful antioxidants. As they warm in your hot oatmeal, they release a rich, deep purple-blue juice, a beautiful natural sign that their protective nutrients are blending perfectly into your meal. Avoid canned blueberries or those packed in heavy syrup, because the added sugar completely cancels out many of the benefits. And if you enjoy variety, feel free to combine blueberries with raspberries or blackberries. Together, they create an even broader spectrum of protective compounds. Every single bite becomes a small but meaningful investment in smoother, stronger, younger-acting arteries. Blueberries are truly like concentrated youth in a bowl, gently restoring vitality from the inside out. Next, we arrive at number 2, flax seeds. They may look tiny and easy to overlook, but when it comes to supporting healthy arteries, these little seeds are absolute giants in the plant world. Most people completely ignore them. Yet flax seeds provide one of the richest natural sources of soluble fiber and plant-based omega-3 fats. These 2 nutrients play an extraordinarily powerful role in keeping blood vessels clear, strong, calm, and flexible. Flax seeds work inside your body like nature's own internal broom. Once consumed, their soluble fiber binds to cholesterol particles while they're still in your digestive tract and safely carries them out of the body before they ever have a chance to settle inside your arteries and harden into dangerous plaque. It is essentially a gentle, daily sweeping and cleansing for your entire cardiovascular system every single morning. In one clinical study, participants who ate flax seeds daily saw their harmful LDL cholesterol drop by up to 10% in just 4 weeks. But the benefits of flax seeds reach far beyond simple cholesterol control. They are extremely rich in a plant-based omega-3 called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, which helps soothe and quiet inflammation inside the blood vessels themselves. When your arteries remain calm and smooth on the inside, blood is able to move through them far more freely, delivering vital oxygen and nutrients to your heart, brain, and muscles with much less resistance and effort. Many seniors who begin adding flax seeds to their daily routine notice small but extremely meaningful improvements. Warmer feet and hands, easier and deeper breathing during light activity, and a steady, pleasant rise in morning energy levels. These are subtle yet powerful signs that circulation is strengthening in a completely natural way. There is one very important tip to keep in mind. However, always use ground flax seeds, never whole seeds. Whole flax seeds often pass through your entire digestive system undigested, which means your body cannot access any of their valuable nutrients. You can purchase them already ground or easily grind them yourself at home using a simple blender or coffee grinder. Store ground flax seeds in the refrigerator to keep their delicate oils fresh for much longer. To use them, simply stir 1 heaping tablespoon into your warm oatmeal and allow it to sit for a moment so it thickens slightly. The flavor is mild and pleasantly nutty, pairing beautifully with fruit, cinnamon, or a touch of honey. It is such a small addition that builds into enormous long-term protection. Every single spoonful helps clear away what does not belong in your arteries and gives your blood vessels a smoother, healthier pathway to support lifelong circulation. Before we move on to the final and most powerful ingredient, here is a quick pause. If you are finding this information helpful so far, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Senior Vital Health. Your support truly helps more seniors discover these life-changing health tips. And don't forget to tell us in the comments how your health has been lately. We genuinely enjoy hearing your stories and your progress. Now, let's finally get to number 1 ingredient, the one that may surprise you at how quickly it can improve blood flow and help slow down artery clogging after the age of 60. Walnuts. They may look completely ordinary on the outside, but inside walnuts hold one of the strongest, most perfect combinations of nutrients for keeping your arteries open, flexible, and youthful. You can think of them as tiny, natural tools that help your heart and blood vessels breathe freely again. Among all nuts, walnuts contain some of the highest levels of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, powerful antioxidants, and a special amino acid called L-arginine. Your body uses L-arginine to produce nitric oxide, the crucial compound that sends a direct signal to your arteries telling them to relax and widen. When arteries relax, blood flows through them with far less friction and far less pressure. But here's the serious problem. Nitric oxide production naturally and dramatically declines as we age. This decline is one of the major reasons seniors so often experience colder hands and feet, slower wound healing, and gradually rising blood pressure numbers. By adding walnuts to your morning oatmeal, you directly help support and restore your body's own natural nitric oxide production. Multiple high-quality studies show that eating just a small handful of walnuts every day can significantly improve blood vessel flexibility and reduce triglycerides, a type of blood fat closely linked to heart disease. In simple, everyday terms, walnuts help restore the youthful elasticity so your arteries can expand and contract easily again, just the way they did years earlier. Many seniors who adopt this simple habit notice real improvement remarkably quickly, sometimes within just a few weeks. Better overall circulation, steadier blood pressure, clearer mental focus, and longer-lasting morning energy. These changes are not magic and not placebo. They're your cardiovascular system finally receiving the exact nutrients it has been craving. Walnuts also provide generous amount of vitamin E, magnesium, and additional polyphenol. Together, These nutrients help prevent oxidative damage inside your arteries and stop cholesterol from sticking to the vessel walls. In essence, walnuts support and defend your entire cardiovascular system from multiple directions at once. Structure, function, and long-term protection. For the very best results, eat 4 to 5 walnut halves each morning. Chop them up and add them after your oatmeal is fully cooked, so they keep their satisfying natural crunch and all of their healthy oils intact. Avoid salted, roasted, or sugar-coated versions because the added sodium and sweeteners can completely counteract the benefits you are trying to achieve. With every single bite, you are doing something small that adds up enormously over time, feeding your arteries the precise nutrients they need to stay flexible, strong, and free-flowing. It is no longer just breakfast. It becomes a gentle form of daily heart therapy, served warm in a bowl. Now, let's move into some of the most commonly asked questions, because by this point you might be wondering how often you should eat this heart-supportive oatmeal or whether you really need to combine all 5 ingredients every single morning. These are excellent questions, and the answers are actually much simpler than you might think. First, how often should seniors enjoy this nourishing oatmeal? For most people over 60, making this particular meal a part of your daily morning routine is one of the easiest and most effective habits you can possibly build for long-term cardiovascular health. Oats, blueberries, cinnamon, extra virgin olive oil, ground flax seeds, and walnuts are all gentle, completely natural foods that can be safely and beneficially enjoyed every single day. You do not need anything extreme or complicated. What truly matters above all is consistency. Small choices repeated day after day create meaningful, lasting change, especially when it comes to the health of your arteries. Now, let's talk about whether you should mix all 5 ingredients together every morning. The answer is yes, absolutely yes. Not only is it completely safe, but combining them actually enhances and multiplies their individual benefits. This phenomenon is called nutrient synergy. It means natural foods from nature often work even better when they are eaten together than when they are consumed alone. For example, the soluble fiber in flax seeds helps your body absorb the powerful antioxidants from blueberries much more effectively. The healthy fats from walnuts and olive oil dramatically boost absorption of the protective compounds found in cinnamon. And here is one more surprising detail. That small drizzle of extra virgin olive oil ties the entire bowl together perfectly. Its own polyphenol helps your body absorb even more nutrients from everything else in the bowl while simultaneously directly nourishing and protecting your arteries. So when you mix all 5 ingredients together, you're creating a truly powerful, heart-strengthening breakfast where every single component supports and amplifies all the others. But if combining everything at once feels like too much when you're just starting, do not worry at all. You can introduce these ingredients gradually. Add ground flax seeds 1 week, cinnamon the next week, then blueberries, then walnuts, and finally the olive oil drizzle. There's absolutely no rush and no need whatsoever for perfection. The entire goal is to build a sustainable, enjoyable habit that becomes completely effortless over time. Another very common question we receive is, what's the best time of day to eat this particular oatmeal? Morning is ideal and strongly recommended. When you start your day with these specific nutrients, your body receives immediate support for stabilizing blood sugar, improving circulation, and maintaining steady, even energy all the way through the afternoon and evening. But if you personally prefer oatmeal in the evening as a light dinner or supper, that is perfectly fine as well. The cardiovascular benefits remain exactly as strong. Here is a helpful tip that many seniors absolutely love. Prepare small jars of your dry mix ahead of time, oats, ground flax seeds, and cinnamon. In the morning, all you have to do is add warm water or milk, then top with fresh or frozen blueberries and chopped walnuts. Finish with a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, and your complete heart-nourishing breakfast is ready in just minutes. This small amount of advanced preparation saves enormous amounts of time, makes the habit much easier to maintain, and keeps your mornings completely simple and stress-free. Finally, always remember that the key is not to be perfect. The goal is steady progress. Even if you only enjoy the special oatmeal a few times a week, your body will still thank you profoundly. Every single bowl you eat supports healthier blood flow, lower cholesterol levels, and stronger, more flexible arteries. Over weeks and months, It quietly helps repair much of what age and years of stress have worn down. Whether it becomes an occasional treat or a cherished daily ritual, this meal is a small but incredibly meaningful act of self-care and love for your heart. Before we finish, there is one very important thing to keep in mind. Even though all of these foods are completely natural and incredibly beneficial, it is still wise to listen carefully to your own body and to speak with your healthcare provider before making any major dietary changes, especially if you have existing conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or high cholesterol. The information shared in this video is meant purely for educational purposes and is not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you have any concerns or questions about your personal health, always consult your doctor or a qualified healthcare professional who understands your individual medical history and needs. Now, let's take a quick moment to recap everything you have learned so far, because truly understanding how these 5 ingredients work together will help you stay motivated to keep this simple habit long enough to experience the real, life-changing results. By adding just a handful of natural foods to your oatmeal each morning, you are actively helping to clear your arteries, dramatically improve circulation, and strengthen your heart, all before you even finish breakfast. Ground flax seeds gently sweep away harmful cholesterol while simultaneously calming inflammation inside your arteries. Cinnamon helps stabilize your blood sugar, preventing the dangerous sugar spikes that stiffen blood vessels and accelerate aging from the inside out. Extra virgin olive oil acts like true liquid gold, nourishing your artery walls with its rich polyphenol, reducing inflammation, and greatly enhancing your body's ability to absorb nutrients from everything else in the bowl. Blueberries repair the delicate inner lining of your arteries, keeping them smooth, slick, and flexible so blood can flow freely and effortlessly. And walnuts, your final secret weapon, restore healthy nitric oxide levels so your arteries can open up, relax, and function the way nature intended them to. Together, these 5 simple ingredients transform ordinary oatmeal into something far more powerful than mere breakfast. It becomes a daily ritual of genuine heart support, one that boosts sustainable energy, improves mental focus, strengthens circulation, and helps your body quietly heal itself with each delicious bite. And here's the very best part of all. You do not need supplements, expensive treatments, or complicated restrictive diets. Just real whole food, gentle consistency, and a few mindful minutes each morning. This simple routine gives your body exactly the fuel it needs to restore itself little by little, helping you feel stronger, more energetic, and more balanced as the weeks and months go by. If this video has inspired you so far, please give a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to Senior Vital Health for more science-based, practical, easy-to-follow tips designed specifically to help you stay stronger, healthier, and more active as you continue to age. Your support means the world to us. If you have been enjoying our content, consider clicking the Super Thanks button below to send a small token of appreciation. It truly helps us continue creating videos that empower seniors just like you. Now, let's talk briefly about the mindset behind these changes, because that is just as important as the ingredients themselves. The smallest daily habits often lead to the very biggest long-term improvements. When you begin your morning with foods that actively protect your heart, balance your blood sugar, and strengthen circulation, you set a powerful, positive tone for your entire day. Your body begins to respond with more consistent energy, greater mental clarity, and a deep sense of physical steadiness that builds gradually over time. Many seniors who adopt this oatmeal routine discover that it does not just help their heart. It also helps them feel far more in control of their health, more hopeful about the future, and far more motivated to make other small positive choices throughout the day. This one habit becomes a solid foundation, a quiet way to tell yourself every single morning, I am taking care of my body. I am investing in my future. And over time, these small daily investments begin to add up in the most beautiful ways. You may start to notice easier breathing, better stamina, warmer hands and feet, smoother digestion, clearer thinking, and far more consistent energy from morning until night. These subtle but profound improvements are clear signs that your entire cardiovascular system is now working better than it has in years. Your heart is one of the strongest and most resilient organs in your body, but like everything else, it needs the right support to stay healthy as you grow older. With the simple breakfast ritual, you are giving it exactly that support. You are helping your arteries stay flexible and resilient, reducing unnecessary stress on your heart, and improving the flow of life-giving oxygen and nutrients from your head all the way down to your toes. And while this routine supports your cardiovascular health in truly powerful ways, it also creates a beautiful sense of consistency and intention in your day. When you begin each morning with something so nourishing and purposeful, it becomes much easier to maintain other healthy habits. Drinking more water, taking a short walk, choosing lighter meals, or simply feeling more positive and optimistic about how your body is functioning. These small choices begin to reinforce one another, creating an upward spiral of better health that becomes easier and more natural to maintain with every passing week. Before we close, let's take a moment to reflect on why this matters so deeply, especially after the age of 60. Your arteries work tirelessly every single moment of your life, carrying vital oxygen and nutrients to every cell in your body. But as the years pass, they naturally face wear and tear. They stiffen, they accumulate plaque. Blood sugar spikes, chronic inflammation, and oxidative stress all take their quiet toll. But here is the deeply encouraging truth. Even in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, your body still retains a remarkable ability to heal and repair itself when you give it the right support. The foods you choose to eat each day can slow, and in many cases actually help reverse the progression of arterial aging. That is why this oatmeal routine is far more than just another recipe. It is a quiet, practical, daily act of self-preservation. It is a simple yet profound way to help your arteries stay open, flexible, and strong, so your heart does not have to work nearly as hard. The combination of soluble fiber, potent antioxidants, healthy fats, polyphenol, and nitric oxide-boosting nutrients supports your body from multiple angles all at once. Each individual ingredient in your bowl plays its own unique role, but together they create a powerful symphony of protection that helps safeguard your heart every single day. This habit may feel small and almost insignificant in the moment, but the science behind it is rock solid and extensive. Studies consistently show that seniors who eat fiber-rich, antioxidant-rich breakfasts enjoy better heart function, more stable blood sugar levels, and a significantly lower overall risk of cardiovascular problems. So thank you for joining us today. Here's to your strong, flexible, vibrant heart. Take wonderful care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.